Whiskey Bravo number 8, Romeo India Mike.
Was that Romeo India Mike?
Was that Romeo India Mike?
Roger.
Roger that. What's the name there?
Roger that. What's the name there?
Name is Lee. Lima Echo Echo Lee.
Roger Lee, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger Lee, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Bloomingdale, Ohio. Bloomingdale, Ohio, which is west of Steubenville, Ohio. Over.
Roger that, Lee, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger that, Lee, and what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm running my Kenwood TS-830S. I did some alignment on it and shifted the carrier oscillator a little bit higher frequency. I'm using an M60 going through a W2IHY box. Over.
Oh, roger that, Tim. Okay, sir, if you would, why don't you tell me about your antenna for about 10 seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger?
And let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Okay, antenna is a double extended up for 40 meters, and at the bottom of LVG R100 automatic antenna tuner. I can work all bands. I can work all bands, 160 through 10 meters. Over.
Roger that. Well, you're coming through about 3 or 4 of my SDR receivers, so you're definitely making a trip around the country, Roger.
Receivers, so you're definitely making a trip around the country.
Oh yeah, good. I'm glad everything's working here. The last time I talked to you, we set the 830 up without the W2IHY box, and you said I could use something like that on the input because it sounded kind of flat. So I'm pushing about all the bass I can push through it. I have 2.1 narrow filters in the 830. I'm not running any processing. I can kick in hard. Okay, now I'm running a little bit of processing. Did that make any difference? Over?
Sounded pretty good. I'll tell you what we should probably do. Did you say you do, or can you adjust your transmit bandwidth, your TBW? Do you have an adjustment for that? We're looking for that 100 to 2900 place, but if that's an older radio, it probably wouldn't have an adjustable transmit bandwidth, Roger?
It probably wouldn't have an adjustable transmit bandwidth, Roger.
Roger, no, it's fixed. Over.
Yes, sir. And did we ever figure out if you had equalization capabilities that you could brighten that mic up some on your EQ?
You could brighten that mic up some on your EQ?
The last time I was on, I had a Shure 444G. Now I'm using a MC60, and I'm going through a W2IHY graphic equalizer, and I have the processing on. Over.
Yes, sir. Okay, so why don't you take that outboard equipment and the treble, boost the treble 3 or 4 clicks from where it is, and let me listen to you.
3 or 4 clicks from where it is, and let me listen to you.
Okay, treble. The 1600 is at about plus 12. Now I'm up to plus 16, and I brought the 2400 up to plus 10. Over.
Okay, so what we want to do is make sure that the mid-range is flat. That's around 900 to 1,000 1 kc, 900 to 1,000 1 kc. That is your treble, your mid-range control. And what we want to do is make sure that that's flat or off. I think you said you maybe not even have a mid-range control. So then, you know what? The ideal push frequency for your top treble EQ is 2700. If you have an adjustable treble transmit band number, then I would put 2.7K, 2700, and that's the beautiful frequency to push, Roger.
And that's the beautiful frequency to push, Roger.
Okay, no, I'm not numbered like that. I have 50 hertz, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, 2400, and 3200. So I'm going to, the 800 is on 8. Okay, I'm going to back that down to minus 16. Did that do anything?
No, I would take that 8. That's I'm thinking you're saying 800 cycles, and I would put that on 0 or off, plus or minus 0 or off. Do you have an off switch for those, or do you just do plus or minus 0?
For those, or do you just do plus or minus 0?
Plus or minus 0. I'm on 0 right now. I just put it on 0.
That's the 800 mid-range control?
That's the 800 mid-range control?
Roger.
Okay, so everything else should be flat as we move up the channel there. Then we go all the way to the top, that 32. I would take that. What's your max boost capability on that 3.2K?
Capability on that 3.2K.
It's plus 16 on all of them, over.
Okay, so what's the one below, just below 3.2K? What's that one?
Below, just below 3.2K. What's that one?
2400.
Okay, 24 is probably the best one to boost there, and we would want that to be at plus 3 clicks boost from where it is. Plus 3 clicks boost from where it is. Roger?
Boost from where it is. Plus 3 clicks boost from where it is. Roger?
Okay, I'm on the plus 12 right now, and now it's on plus 16. How's that could go?
Okay, and that's at 2400. Is that a Roger?
Okay, and that's at 2400. Is that a Roger?
Roger. Do you want me to shut my processing off?
No, leave that on. And so that 32, the next one up, I would go ahead and max that out too, just out of curiosity, and let me listen to you.
I would go ahead and max that out too, just out of curiosity, and let me listen to you.
Okay, the plus 16, plus 1600, 2400, and 3200 is maxed out. Over.
All right, sir. Now let's go to the bottom end. Your bass. What is the current reading of your bass equalizer?
What is the current reading of your bass equalizer?
50 hertz is on plus 4. 100 is on plus 8.
Okay, so take 100. Let's see. Take that to flat for right now. Flat on 100. And I would fully attenuate 50 cycles. I would take that at minus 16 or whatever you got there. Minus 16 on that, Roger?
16 or whatever you got there. Minus 16 on that, Roger?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, so you want to have one that's marked 50 cycles, and we would just want to get rid of that one. So it's minus whatever your maximum minus level is on that 50 cycle control. Roger?
Minus level is on that 50 cycle control. Roger?
Roger, it's on minus 16.
Yes, sir. Now I would. Your numbers are adjustable. In other words, you could crank in 200 where it says 100. You could make that 200. Is that a Roger?
200 where it says 100. You could make that 200. Is that a Roger?
100 and 200, all of them are separate slide, but I can slide them anywhere you want. Over.
Roger, but you can't change the actual frequency of that. Roger?
Roger, but you can't change the actual frequency of that, Roger?
Roger.
Okay, so let's see. Let's take that 100 to minus 3, the 100 control to minus 3, and then tell me about your radio and what you like best about your radio.
And tell me about your radio and what you like best about your radio.
Okay, there is mine. Since it was brand new back in 1982, and I did an alignment on it yesterday, and I redid the processing alignment according to an article that was on EHAM. The guy said that they made a mistake at Kenwood, and I did his processor alignment, and everything seems to be perking along pretty good. Over.
Yes, sir. Sounding pretty good. Just thinking, what type of microphone are you using now?
What type of microphone are you using now?
An MC60.
Okay, that's a desk mic. Is that a Roger?
Okay, that's a desk mic. Is that a Roger?
Yeah, it's a Kenwood desk mic.
Alrighty, and about how close are you to that mic right now?
Oh, about 3 inches.
Okay, just out of curiosity, let's add 2 inches to that and get that back about 5 inches, and let me listen to you at 5 inches, Roger.
5 inches, and let me listen to you at 5 inches, Roger.
Okay, I'm back to 5 inches, and I got to crank the mic gain up to get the ALC to kick. Is that any better? Over.
Yes, sir. I think it sounds better. We're, losing a little bit on the bottom end. Proximity effect says that as the closer you get to a microphone element, the more bottom end you got. It's a buildup of low frequencies as you get closer, proximity effect. So by pulling off those 2 inches, you're increasing the top to the bottom relationship frequency-wise, and it's not quite as heavy on the bottom side when you're working with those 2 additional inches, Roger.
When you're working with those 2 additional inches, Roger.
Okay, I'll keep it where it's at. I'm still about 4 inches, 5 inches away. I did modify my W2IHY box. I'm not using the mic gain on the transceiver. The original W2IHY has screwdriver adjustments on the bottom for mic in and mic out. And I found some micro potentiometers and moved the controls to the top of the box. So I got everything convenient right here, so I can adjust the microphone out and with a little knob twist here. Over.
Yes, sir. Now, I will caution you about one thing when you're using external audio gear. You don't want to come in too hot. There's a tendency to crank up that outboard gear and come in pretty hot. And what happens is that you're right on the borderline or into distortion on that front end of your first stage preamp. So what I have found is that it's a good idea to set your radio mic control to a 4 or a 5, somewhere in the middle there. So it's looking for a more nominal input level, 4 or 5, which would be a normal microphone. Well, that's the way you want to come in with your external gear. And so then, turn down your external gear until you are, running 4 or 5 on your regular internal mic control on your radio, and you're hitting 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter, Roger?
7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter, Roger.
Roger, that's basically what I'm doing. My mic gain is at 5 center, and the W2IHY box has an overdrive LED on it, a red overdrive, and I'm not tripping it. So it seems to be working pretty good right now. Over.
Yes, sir, it is, and it's very clean. There's no distortion, so I think you do have it set up. I was just passing that along as a general piece of information, though. If somebody out there is working on putting some external stuff onto their mic, be sure and take that mic level up to a 4 or 5, and then adjust your external gear to match that on your ALC meter at sweet spot 7 or 2/3, whichever comes first there, and that will give you a range dynamically before you're into distortion. In other words, if your main mic internal control is down around 1 or half of 1, then you're right at the edge of distortion. So, that's why I'm suggesting that, and you're following that, you're up to about a 5, I think you said, and that's just ideal, Roger.
That you're up to about a 5, I think you said, and that's just ideal, Roger.
Roger. Well, I'm happy camper now. Everything is going okay. I'm going to check. I'm running about, the compression is probably about 2 dB if I can track the needle fast enough. So I'm really not over compressing it. So I guess we'll leave it where it's at. I'm going to write these numbers down and go from there. Over.
Yes, sir. I wouldn't change a thing. I think you're right there. Your dynamic range looks to be about 3 dB, which means that your average percent of peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. So that's just beautiful. And if you want to hear that audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. That's KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,500, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
100, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Okay, Roger. Thank you very much for the help, and I'll just sit by and listen to what's going on. 73s, God bless, Jim. KC9VKV from WB8RIM.
Roger, Lee, 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.